Hey folks, this is Chris Crazy House, and this is going to be my review for Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge, the animated feature that was put out straight to video by Warner Brothers Animation Studio. And I want to talk a little bit about it. Now, I am going to reveal some spoilers, so if you have not seen it, then turn this off or just pause it, watch it, and then you can come back and listen to my opinion of this animated feature. If you're looking for it, it's on Amazon, it's on Apple TV, and you can just go purchase it and watch it digitally now. And I'm sure because of that, there's some people who've already bootlegged it somewhere or somehow around the internet. So you can go check it out that way as well, I'm sure. But I would recommend doing it the legal way only because it's actually a decent animated feature, and I think you will enjoy it. And so my overall review of it is, I would say it's very enjoyable. It's a fun action movie to watch. It's fun watching the animation as well, and the animation is very well done. So you will get a kick out of it, especially if you are a Mortal Kombat fan, or if you're just an adult animation fan. If you like animation that has some testosterone to it, if you like animation that has violence in it and some profanity like old school anime used to, definitely go watch this. You will enjoy it. Overall, I would give it a score out of 10. I would say maybe it's around a 7. It's good to watch and it's fun to watch. It's not a masterpiece. It's not anything heavy or anything revolutionary in the way its story is told or an innovation to the art form of animation, but overall, it's a decent movie to check out and watch. You will enjoy it. So the basic plot of this, it follows the character Scorpion and really his story. And I understood why they decided to go with this, because Scorpion, it has become almost kind of like the main character of the Mortal Kombat universe. And I've always enjoyed the character just because of how ruthless he is and how violent he can be. But it follows him in his quest for revenge after his family is murdered by the Lin Kuei ninja clan, who was led by Sub-Zero. So it shows him first as a human, and both his wife and his son are killed by the Lin Kuei, and then he is actually killed by the Lin Kuei, and then he goes to the Nether Realm and is given a chance by the one who's ruling over the Nether Realm at this time, Quan Chi, and tells him that he gives him the powers of Scorpion, the immortality, so he can go and join the Mortal Kombat tournament. And he agrees to go because he finds out Sub-Zero is going to be there and he can finally get his revenge. So that's the basic plot. And it pretty much follows the basic story of the first Mortal Kombat. So if you remember the first Mortal Kombat game, talking about the story of the game where Raiden finds these 3 heroes, and they kind of weave that in with the story of what's going on with Scorpion. So if you're familiar with the original game of Raiden finding Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya Blade, and how they go to the Shang Tsung's island to have the first Mortal Kombat tournament, you will know pretty much how the story goes. And I liked how they weaved both stories into each other. Now, as far as the story goes, the one big contention that I have with it was the way that the basic plot, or the scheme of the main villain of the story, which I guess it would be Quan Chi, because he's the one that's manipulated a lot of things here. You find out by the end that it was not Sub-Zero and the Lin Kuei that killed Scorpion's family. It was actually Quan Chi, and he used a spell to make himself look like Sub-Zero and kill Scorpion. There really was no real reason why he had to do this elaborate plan. Like, what he wants is for Scorpion to go to Shang Tsung's temple and steal this key so that he can reawaken the god Shinnok from the games, if you're familiar with the Mortal Kombat games. But it almost seems like this was an overly elaborate plot to get Scorpion there. Like, how would you know that Scorpion would even survive fighting all these demons in the Nether Realm to even get to your castle, to make this deal to go want to go fight in Mortal Kombat? You see what I'm saying? It's like, this is a very elaborate plot for a villain here. Like, I don't know if that was very well out by the actual writers, and I don't think they really cared, because you are they're expecting you to be more enamored with the action and the violence and the, you know, the animation, all the blood and guts and stuff, and then the language. The language and the dialogue is actually written well, and everyone stays in character. But like I said, just that main villain plot didn't make much sense to me. But I was like, okay, uh, but I guess they're trying to find a way to make Scorpion seem like more of a hero type character or an anti-hero, because, like I said, he does some very ruthless things in this movie. And I know he's the logo for the NetherRealm game company, so I guess that's why they had to make him the hero. And like I said, I don't mind that. I think it's great that they would do that, because it's the opposite of what people might normally want to make the hero of the game, which would be Liu Kang. Even though he's become a villain in the games nowadays, if you're not, if you don't know, if you're not a fan of what's been going on as far as like the backstory of Mortal Kombat, he's pretty much a villain at this point. But they make Scorpion kind of the hero of this movie, or the anti-hero. Don't think he's doing any type of feel-good things or anything like that. I don't want to make it seem like that. But he's still more like the hero as far as like being wronged. And I can say I can understand his rage, because if someone killed my family and killed me, I want revenge too. The second gripe that I would have in this is, I think every character from the original Mortal Kombat got a good time to shine as far as showing your skills and everything. The only one who I think was shortchanged by this was Sub-Zero. You never really get to see what the real Sub-Zero can do. And what's funny is he gets killed by Scorpion fairly quickly and fairly without any real, without really having to fight too hard. He just gets destroyed. And what's funny is he has this funny look on his face, because Scorpion's like, you killed my family, and he's looking at him like, what the hell are you talking about? Like right before he dies. So it's like, because like I said, the whole plot comes through that it was Quan Chi who was disguising himself as Sub-Zero, like I said, which makes no sense. So those two plot points kind of dovetail with each other, and those are the only two things that keeps it from being a top 10 story-wise as far as adult animated features go. But for the most part, it's very, very enjoyable. You guys will enjoy it. The violence, I think, is great. The way they animate it, you actually get to see the brutalities and the bones breaking like they do in the actual games these days, which I think was a nice addition to the actual video games themselves. So it's cool to see that done in animated form. I know for a fact that the animators who worked on that probably had a good time actually drawing and animating that. They probably got to take a lot of actual anatomy references just to be able to do that sort of animation. So I know you guys will enjoy that. But like I said, the characters I think were well done. Everyone got a chance to shine, but those were the only two shortcomings that I would say in the animated feature itself. So like I said, at the very end, I will give it a 7 out of 10. You guys will enjoy it if you like adult anime or adult action and animation, but it's far from perfect as as far as I would say as far as animation goes, because like I said, the story is not that complex. It has some big holes in it, but if you want to just turn your brain off on a Friday, Saturday night and want to watch some fun action animation, go ahead and pick up Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. Anyway, Chris Crazy House signing out, and if you've seen it, go ahead and let me know what you think of it in the comments section. Anyway, Chris Crazy House signing out. Peace.